Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tina. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to be planning out my October monthly, and I will be using stickers from Wrong Wrong. Now, Wrong Wrong has this amazing Halloween collection. Her newest sticker book for this year is Creepy Hallow, and I love this sticker book. It has so many creepy things in here. I just love like all of the creepy elements in here. We're going to see some familiar girls in here. There's frames in here. And of course, we've got the primarily is black, gray, and then there's orange. Now, the Halloween sticker book, she released this one a couple of years ago. This was her first one. I love this one so much. I actually have two books of this. So this is the one that's mostly full. So giving you a quick overview of this one here. And then she did release a fun Halloween sticker book last year called Hey Boo. And this one, of course, is primarily the pinks and orange, red, and black in here. So I won't be using anything from this book, but I'm definitely going to be using Creepy Hallow, and I'll be using the PET tape that is also accompanied with Creepy Hallow. Wrong Wrong's PET tape is so nice because it does have a matte finish and all of the stickers are kiss cut, so I do not have to cut anything out. It's all ready for me to use. All right, so I'm going to be doing my October monthly, and then I will also be doing the following pages, which is my dashboard and my notes page for the month. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to cover up October. And then what I want to do is I want to trim the top of the pages. So I found this one sticker here, and obviously it is not long enough, so I am tearing it into different sections. I figured that if I teared it like thin enough, I could actually make it stretch and fill in all the way across the top of these two pages. Now, I did have a little bit of a struggle here because I wanted to create this tapered look initially, and I realized that I started tearing it from the wrong end. So I do have to piece it together a little bit, but it does work out. Now I am referencing the other side that I already tore because I wanted to try to make sure that I was tearing it as even as possible, so I didn't have like one side be much thicker than the other. So here is the other side going down. As you can see, I have to piece that little piece that I tore there together, but it does work out. The nice thing about having this like a torn look is that I'm actually able to add in a couple of these other pieces here and fill in the top of the page completely. And I still have some of that left over, which you will see me bring in a little bit. So from that one sticker, I was able to get this whole thing trimmed at the top, and I really like the way that that looks. All right, now I'm just doing a little bit more covering up of some of these items, and I want to bring in some spider webs. I absolutely love spider webs. They just are super spooky looking to me. So I am bringing these in here at the edges, and I will trim these off. The nice thing about these is that I can just kind of place them to the side and use them somewhere else. This is a really good one here. It's like a corner already like set up for me. A little bit bigger than what I had wanted, so I was able to trim that off and use that piece in another area across the top. Going to be doing something that I never thought that I would actually do. I really like this sticker, and this is Halloween. It is a frame sticker and it's so cute. Wasn't quite sure where I wanted to put it, but I do decide to cover up my Sunday and Monday and put it right there at the top left corner. I thought that that was so cute, and I'm not really one for covering up like my functional portions of my monthly, but I couldn't help it. I thought it was really, really cute, and it just kind of fit in there perfectly. I like this girl's arms, which she's just like holding that candelabra. All right, I am bringing in this girl here. She looks like Jack Skellington. I love that. It goes perfectly with the "This is Halloween" quote at the beginning there. So I have like a whole Nightmare Before Christmas theme going on. And I've got this little spooky house. I really like that. And I'm going to put this on the sidebar. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to place that. At the same time, I am grabbing these letters because I want to spell out October. Now, I really like the letters from the purple Halloween sticker book, so that's why I went ahead and I grabbed these. And I needed to use both of the books because I actually didn't have any O's in my older book, so I was able to use all of those. And the nice thing is that since this is like a spooky theme here, I don't really have to worry about the letters necessarily being straight. And I was able to lay those down pretty quickly without having to worry about that. Now this girl right here ends up going on to the calendar page just a little bit, and I'm okay with that. I figured she's just covering up that one date. I know it's Saturday, and I was okay with placing her there. Generally, I will not place things to cover up the dates in the actual like dated area of the spread. So I thought this was really cute. I added this fence in here and I want to bring this tree in, but it really wasn't working on the sidebar there. So I brought it into the calendar page just a little bit. And I thought it looked really cute, like she was walking through a graveyard. So I added in that headstone in there. And the next thing that I'm doing here is I'm looking for some bats. I really like bats, but I really like the ones from this Halloween sticker book. I think that they're so cute. They're like the perfect size and they just look really realistic. So I'm bringing those couple of elements in there along with the spider to be coming off of the spider web. All right, now here I am bringing in that little remnant of that sticker that I had left over that I used at the top. And I am adding some detailing here to the bottom. And I want to have like a little taper look to it. So I'm bringing in all of the little pieces and just kind of making it look like it's tapering off. I knew I didn't have enough to go completely across, but I really like the way that that looks. And it just kind of brought everything together. All right, I'm using this little frame box here for the 31st, which of course is Halloween, and that was perfect because I have that frame on the upper left corner, and I wanted a frame on the other side to give it some balance. Now I need some pumpkins in here because I really don't have any pumpkins in here and I need to have them in here somewhere. So I decided to take this little piece of this fence off and add a little pumpkin cluster. And these are perfect because of course we've got the black and whites going with the whole theme with Jack Skellington. And I really like that little collage in the corner there, that little grouping of pumpkins. All right, now it's time for me to highlight some of the days. I generally don't use boxes on my monthlies unless I have specific things going on. So I do have both of my parents' birthdays happening this month. So I did decide to use a couple of small boxes for those days. And as you could see, I had to move her over a little bit because it wasn't quite working the way that I had her placed before. And I add in another little headstone. So it looks like she's just kind of walking through a graveyard there. I thought that was a really cute little scene with the haunted house in the back. And I am bringing in some of these square boxes. These are a little bit bigger, so I do have to trim them down ever so slightly. Not a big deal. And then I am going to trim out the corner here to go ahead and have that date like pop through. I've realized that it's easier for me to lay the sticker down first and then cut out the little corner as opposed to cutting the corner and then laying it down. I've done that before and for whatever reason I end up cutting like too much of it. So I've learned my lesson with that. So again, I'm placing another full box here on this day. It is Indigenous Peoples Day, and I will be babysitting that day. So I just wanted to have a full box. I thought that that was perfect. Nice little balance to the spread. All right, I am adding in these little bullet points, but they're pumpkins. They're so cute. So I decided to move the tree over because I didn't like everything being like out of line. Now, every Saturday morning, I do post a video, and it is a premiere. If you are unfamiliar with what the YouTube premiere is, it is already a filmed video that I have, and I am actually in the live chat while that video is playing. So it's not an actual live that I'm doing for you or with you. What's live is the chat. So it's really nice. You could chat in real time. I really do enjoy that. And those are every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Time. So I am writing that in here. And this monthly is really just ready for me now to write all of the things that I have going on for the month. This is my only monthly that I use. I do have another planner that I use for work. Of course, I write in things in that monthly, but that is work related. This is just like my whole life right here on this monthly. I do like to use highlighters, either the mild liners or the Tombos, and I will either highlight certain areas, like you see me highlighting some sections in here, and then you also see me just adding like little bullet points in here, and I will go ahead and fill that in with the different things that I have going on. I'm not going to fill everything out here with you because a lot of the things, of course, are private. I like to keep certain things private, of course, but I will fill out some of the things here, that way you kind of get an idea about how I actually like to use this monthly layout. Now, October is my favorite month of the year. It is Halloween, so we are huge into Halloween. I love doing all of the things, decorating the house. We do the pumpkin patch. Of course, we carve our pumpkins. We dress up for Halloween, so I have to figure out costumes. Of course, we go trick-or-treating, and we just have a lot of fun this month. So on top of actually that going on, I also have both of my parents' birthdays in this month. So it's just really like a full packed month for me. All right, I have my monthly filled out as much as I can with you, and now we're going to move on to working on filling out my dashboard pages. I use these pages to make the lists of the things that I need to get done for the month. And I like to categorize this out. So I have 4 different categories that I create in this dashboard, which is actually perfect because there's actually like pretty much 4 sections on this page. And part of the section, I will go ahead and add some decorative stickers, but for the majority of it, it is super functional in here. So I am grabbing Lydia from Beetlejuice, and of course, I love this quote. I myself am strange and unusual. So I'm just grabbing the quote itself. There's only one other sticker of her in here, so I decided just to cut her out. I thought that that would work out best and place her like in the middle with that around her. All right, so I went ahead and I grabbed the box that I want to put in this corner because that will be one of my categories. And I am putting in my little heading boxes. And now I'm figuring out how I want to place her down here. But I want to fill it in a little bit. So I'm grabbing this spider web washi that I have, and I'm putting that at the bottom. But of course, I'm going to give it like a torn look to it because I don't like that straight edge. And she fits perfectly down here, and I love that this just like completely arches around her. It's just like perfect. It's so super cute. And of course, I am bringing in some more little spider web in here, trying to get that laid down just right. And I'm going to add just a few more decorative stickers in here. But before I do that, I want to trim out my boxes. I have liked the idea of trimming them out. So I'm using this mild liner, and it's just such an easy way to go ahead and decorate this page. I don't have to use like full boxes. I just go ahead and trim out the boxes that are already there. And it really just like brings the whole page together. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in my little decorative pieces along with some of these little bullet points in different color, of course. And just use some of these small little stickers to fill in these other little spaces. Bringing in my spider webs that I love. Those fit in like perfectly at the top here. And that really kind of like brings in the deco that I already have at the bottom. All right, I'm going to go ahead and write in my headings here. So I have a section for us, which is myself and my husband. This month, which I put just the 3 highlights for the month, section for my parents, and then a section for my sister-in-law and my nephew. And I'm going to use the stencil here. This is a stencil from the Happy Planner, and it actually works perfectly in this box right here to go ahead and draw in my lines and my little bullet points. All right, my dashboard page is done. Now I'm going to be moving on to my notes page. And this one, I like to section this out into 2 sections. So I split it by using some washi, and I'm trying to figure out what washi I want to go ahead and use in here. So I have a few of these pulled to the side, and I decided to go with this really like small grid black washi. That works out perfectly. However, I realized that I actually placed it a little bit high, so I need to reposition it a little bit lower here. I just referred back to what I did in September, so that way I make sure that I give myself enough room to write in the things that I want to. Now I'm using this washi here because I'm going to do this lettering technique. Go ahead and lay the washi down. I'm using a mild liner, and I'm spelling out bills and wellness. And I really like the way that this works out. And then I will remove the washi, and then I will have a blank space in between each of the words. And now I am able to go ahead and write in the remainder of the heading. So I now have a section there for wellness check-in and bills to pay. Now I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit more deco here in the bottom right corner. I love this big haunted house. It's perfect. It fills that whole space up beautifully. And now I need to fill out that upper left section in next to wellness there. And so I'm trying to figure out what I want to bring in here. There's so many cute stickers. So I go ahead and I decide on this, like, looks like a vampire girl. And this like, it looks like just a terrace there. It's like decorated. I thought that that would be kind of cute here. So I'm going to bring this one in here, but I am cutting it down, and unfortunately I cut it crooked, so I had to fix it a little bit. So I lost a little bit more of the sticker than really what I wanted to, but it's okay. It actually works out perfectly. So I now have a blank space there underneath where it says wellness check-in for me to go ahead and use that to actually write in. And now I'm looking for 4 of these smaller boxes because I am going to write in the bills that I need to pay into those boxes. Those boxes take up 2 lines, and then I leave a separate line in between each of them, and I've got plenty of room there. So I realize that this format has worked out perfectly for me. So it's just been the format that I've been using every month, and I really like it. So next to the boxes, I am writing in a dollar sign so that way I could write in the dollar amount for that particular bill, and the confirmation number is that way I have room to write a confirmation number down once I pay the bill, or some of them are on auto pay. Now I'm just adding in a few more little deco stickers to fill in the page. Of course, I have to add a couple of bats in here because I absolutely love my bats. And I end up adding a pumpkin here in the corner. And then I add in this gray Tombow marker here at the bottom just to kind of give it a little bit of a finishing touch there. All right, I love the way that this turned out. It is so cute. It is perfect for me for October. It is my favorite month, and I love the way that this came together. I've got all of my spooky vibes in here. Everything is decorated, but I also have the calendar pages, and those are available for me to write in all of the things that I need to for the month. And of course, I have my dashboard page here all set and ready for the list that I need to make for the month, as well as my extra notes page here for my wellness check-in and my bills to pay. Love the way that this turned out. It's so cute. I used Wrong sticker book, Creepy Hallow, and this is the one that was released this year, along with Halloween sticker book, which was released a couple of years ago. Both of these are available, as well as the PET tape, that Creepy Hallow PET tape. That's so much fun. So many cute deco pieces on there to use. And of course, I used my Tombows and my mild liners to go ahead and complete my spreads for my monthly setup. Now, I am an affiliate of RONGRONG, so if you do decide to pick anything up, I greatly appreciate if you use my affiliate link. You will find that down below in the description, and it will give you an additional 10% off automatically. Thank you so much to those of you that have already used it, and thank you to those of you that will think about using it on your next purchase. And if you like this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, drop me a comment down below. Will you be setting up a spooky plan for October, or are you more like fall theme for October? Drop that comment down below, and thank you so much for joining me in today's video. If you watch this all the way through till the end, leave me a bat or ghost emoji. All right, thanks so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.